Hello, guys. It's me. Um, it's Florida night.
Yeah.
So we've got me, Robert, Miguel,
Hi.
Kalani,
Hi.
also known as Michael. And we're going to be cooking for you today all things Florida. All right. What you got going on here?
Oh, this is the pork loin that I brined last night. And I'm gonna dry it off now and add some more seasoning.
Okay.
I want it to get nice and crispy, so you gotta get all that extra moisture.
Oh, okay. So then you're putting on top of something. What is that?
Oh, some onions and parsley.
Okay.
It'll just help add more seasoning to the broth that's gonna come from this pork roast.
Oh, that's cool. And then what do you have in there?
This is garlic, sea salt, and peppercorns. I've got some extra key limes left. I've got some oranges. There's some oregano over there in the corner.
Okay. And then you're just gonna
Grind this all
grind
up.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be like what? Like the marinade? Is it a marinade or like
gonna
a?
be kind of like a quick mojo. This is not a full blown. This is kind of a quick one I'm throwing together to give some extra seasoning to this grind.
Oh, okay. What's a mojo?
A mojo is kind of a seasoning paste
Oh, okay.
used in a lot of Latin American Caribbean cooking.
Got it. Got it. And then I see you putting in like the fruit and like the peel and all that stuff. Like that is that gonna add flavor to it?
Yeah, it's very aromatic. So I'm putting it all in there. It'll be in contact with the pork, and it will also just be letting off lots of flavors as it roasts in the oven. And it'll season the broth too.
Oh wow, that's really cool. I never thought about like putting the whole like fruit in there. You know, I usually think about the juice, yeah, but like you don't think about putting like
There's so much more flavor in
the skin and the
rind.
rind. Yeah. Oh, cool. So you're putting that in the oven at what temp?
I started this at 475.
Okay.
I'm turning it down later on.
Okay.
Now I'm going to get the ham going.
Now we got the ham, and you put like it looks like you put mustard on there.
Yeah, put some mustard on there. I'm going to rub that on there. I'm going to sprinkle some flour on. It'll help kind of form a crust.
Oh, okay. So if you have like if you're roasting something, then you want something like a crust to it, you add flour to it.
Yeah, well, like for a ham, you need something on there to help hold everything else.
Got it.
And here I'm just using some cinnamon sugar, and I'm using honey too. And later I put even more cinnamon sugar on it. Then after I throw it in the oven and start baking it, I threw some triple sec in there too.
Oh, see, this is like honey baked ham.
Oh, it's honey.
It's like honey baked,
Lots of honey.
except a lot more affordable.
yeah.
Because you know they be charging, asinine prices for them damn honey baked hams.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just going in the oven. Oh, so you putting it in with the pork?
Yeah,
Okay,
Same time,
okay.
use up that whole space.
All right, and then
Yeah,
oh wow, okay.
that's looking good. Look at all that juice.
Oh, that is yummy.
I threw a little triple sec in there.
Oh, that's delicious.
It glazed up so nice.
And then you're just like, oh, you're just trying to get it
Try
a
to
little bit more
caramelize it
crispy.
a little
Yeah.
more. Yeah, the ham was done.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I just needed a little more.
And that's just for flavor.
Yeah. It sets the glaze.
All right, so now we're moving on. What to the bread?
Yeah, this is where I was making the Tampa style Cuban loaf. It's a little different than the Miami style in that it's a longer loaf. I'm just going to mix up the water with the yeast, the salt, the sugar, and the lard. And a Cuban has a little bit of sugar in it, and it has lard typically.
Got it.
Now with this one, I was going with a pre-ferment, and I was just using some sourdough starter I had, mixed it up with some flour and water, let it sit overnight, just to give a little more depth to the bread.
Oh.
This bread is typically, it's risen pretty quickly, but in a lot of these bakeries, they use what's called the old dough method. They will keep some
Keep a little
bread
bit,
dough from
yes,
the day before
yes, yeah.
to start the next batch with. It just gets
I
it
have
more
heard that.
depth.
Yeah. So now you're just adding all the other ingredients
Yep.
in.
Add it all in. I start with the liquids just because it makes it easier to mix.
Yeah. That
There
makes sense.
goes that yeast and salt and sugar.
Okay. Wow, this actually looks like fairly easy.
Oh, this is really easy. Really easy.
And then you're using the mixing tool, the kneading tool,
Yeah,
right?
instead of grabbing another utensil,
Yeah.
just get it started this way.
Yeah.
It kind of gives it a step up, and it's easier to really
Got it.
just bring the dough all together. And then you can put it on the mixer with the dough hook, which is already dirty because you're
Got
using it, and let it go.
Got it.
And then this dough is going to knead for about 6 minutes once I get done here.
Okay. So you're just getting it started here, and then
Just bring it all together.
it's gonna go to the mixer.
Yeah, there you go.
So you started on low.
Yeah, it's kind of all scraggly,
Yeah.
but then it's going to start coming together here.
And then it combines like fairly quickly.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, look at that.
There we go,
That was really
yeah.
fast.
And then what is this?
So this is, I had mixed it up and let it rise so it was double. So I'm just going back and kind of folding it in on itself. This will help build the gluten, and it'll knock out some of the air, but it's not going to knock out so much that it's becoming dense.
Got it.
And I did that twice for this loaf
Okay.
before I moved on. This is after the second rise.
Okay. So it has almost like tripled in size, right?
It has risen and then just been knocked back and folded twice.
Got it. So now you're cutting these into 4 pieces, which will eventually be 4 loaves,
That's
right?
right. Yes. 4 long loaves.
Okay. And then
So this dough was really easy to work with.
okay.
I really liked it. I want to make this one again so much. And here you just lightly flatten out the dough. You don't want to punch it down really hard. Flatten it, turn it, and then fold it in on itself.
And what does that do?
This just helps build the structure for the baguette
Got it.
that you want to make.
Got it.
This will give you a slightly flat, long loaf.
Got it.
Then roll it outward. Yeah, and you want it fairly thin because it's going to rise quite a bit.
Got it.
And here I probably could have stopped already, but I really liked rolling that dough.
Yeah. I see you kind of folding it in a little bit.
Yeah, just
to
a little bit.
compensate for that.
Yeah.
And then you're moving it over to this mat. Can you speak a little bit about this mat?
This is a silpat. This specific one is made for bread. It's
Got
made
it.
for baking bread on.
Got
Gives
it.
you a good crust.
Sweet.
It's perforated.
And then what are you doing here with this?
So here, the Tampa style Cuban bread. One of the things for that, they split the bread using palmetto leaves. Basically, they lay them on top of the bread before it goes in the oven, and that causes a natural split. So one way to create that without having palm leaves is wet twine or string,
Oh,
and this
wow.
is food grade
Wow.
string used for
Yeah.
like tying a bird.
Yeah. Oh wow.
As you can see, yeah,
And you
look at
can see
that.
it split. Yeah.
After it comes out, it splits in the oven. When it comes out, it just has
Wow.
this
And
beautiful
it gives you
openness
that
to it.
I've seen that before in baguettes.
Alright, in this video segment, you can watch a beautiful man making a dish called fufu or mofongo. It is East African origin, made in the Caribbean, very popular in Florida. Those there are plantains that have been boiled in chicken stock. I'm pureeing them in a food processor because I'm lazy, of course. But we'll find out later that failed. So this dish is basically made with plantains that are fried or boiled with garlic, sometimes pork fat, sometimes, like bacon right there. There's me reducing some bacon, browning it up. I'm gonna be frying that up, adding some onions and peppers, which you can see right there. Yeah, there we are. And then I'll be adding the plantains in there and frying those together. Oh, there's the smashed plantains. Didn't do a very good job. Had to do it by hand. And then, yeah, so this is fufu. Yeah, it's a good dish. Good side. Goes well. Yep, that's bacon. Okay, so yeah. Well, what else to talk about? Oh, this beautiful man right here. Well, let me talk a minute about this just gorgeous human being. Just a wonderful, wonderful person. What else can I say? She's funny, easy to get along with, easy going, great personality. Yeah, loves to dance like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna be sauteing some peppers and onions. We're good. We're going.
We're good?
Yeah, it's
Hello.
going.
Hello.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to show you how. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you how I'm going to make the ceviche for tonight's meal.
Try to. You know, it may be difficult.
Don't mind our special guest. So I'm gonna do a mango shrimp ceviche. So I started with about a little bit over a pound of shrimp.
Coast Florida.
That has been deveined, and I've roughly chopped it. It is raw shrimp. So for those of you who don't know, ceviche is basically you take a fish, or in this case shrimp, and it is cooked by the acid in the citrus. So in this case we're using lime. So what I'm doing basically is now just squeezing the juice over the shrimp, and we're just gonna let this sit in here for about a half an hour to 45 minutes or so. And what will happen is the shrimp, if you get in here, it'll go from this like color here to like that pink, opaque color of like the cooked shrimp. So,
Are you adding any other seasoning in there?
right now, no, just the lime juice. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add just the lime juice, and then I'm going to strain the juice out. So I just have the shrimp, the cooked shrimp, and then I will add my other ingredients to that later. So yeah, we will show you that process right about now. And we're back. So, just put the shrimp in the fridge too. So now I'm gonna get all the other ingredients ready. So I've got, if you come in, show the people, I've got some fresh mango, cilantro, red onion, tomato, red bell pepper, a little bit of jalapeno, a little bit of pineapple. So we're just gonna mix everything together. And I didn't really like measure. So, okay, so that was like 2 mangoes, half an onion. This is like 2 Roma tomatoes. This is 1 red bell pepper. This is half of a jalapeno. I took the seeds out. And this is this much pineapple. And I cheated with the pineapple. I actually, at the store, they had like a package of already like chunked pineapple. So I just cut that up a little bit more. And then I'm gonna use probably like that much.
Now, you're probably going to hate me for suggesting this, but maybe use a mixing bowl? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Why you back it up?
He's gonna hurt me.
Why are you back? No, Michael, what are you doing?
Oh, okay, I can go back.
Do you remember when I just asked you, like, do you think this is big?
Well, when you said that, I thought you were asking if I thought it was big enough to fit it all in, not to mix it. This is just a different thing.
The straight guy always thinks it's big enough.
Yeah, okay, see, this is not big. It's alright, it's alright. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this.
Look at Miguel coming in with the save. It's bull.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in here. So look how pretty it is. Look at all the colors.
Yeah, the stripes.
Come in. Thanks, Miguel. See, she's good for something.
I'm good for everything.
And then, so we're just gonna mix this. Look at how festive. Isn't that pretty? Look at all the damn colors.
Yeah.
And now, if this don't say Florida, I don't know what does. Oh, and it just smells delectable. Okay, so then I'm gonna add some salt. Right? I'm coming in with some cracked pepper, fresh cracked pepper.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna cheat and do garlic from cheat. I'll do the fresh garlic. Just I'd say. So I'm gonna do about a teaspoon and a half. Alright. And then mix that up. And then when the shrimp is cooked, I'm gonna add that to this. And we've got ceviche. Oh my goodness, smell that. Smell it. Smell it. Okay, I didn't need.
You don't want that? I was giving sound effects.
Yeah. So, we're just gonna put this in the fridge and it's gonna be. We're gonna put this in the fridge.
That's what it
Look at you coming through. Okay. We're gonna put that in the fridge and add the shrimp to it in a little bit, and I'll come back and show you what we do with it.
So you're not gonna use that bowl?
By the way,
I'll show you what we do with the shrimp in a moment. And that's it.
So strong.
Thank you. We'll be back.
by the way, the big.
Oh my God.
Start now.
Are you rolling? Michael, stop. Hello. All right. So, final step. The shrimp is now cooked. It's been sitting in the lime juice. So now I'm just gonna add that to my colorful mixture here. And then I'm gonna add some avocado.
Yeah.
Chopped. And give it all a toss. And we've got ceviche. This is really nice, bright, acidic side dish that's going to complement the savoriness of our cubanos. But look at that, it's really pretty. Got some really nice colors.
Red yellow mango,
Yeah.
shrimp, red tomato.
Yeah, and so we're gonna serve this with, we've got some corn. Why are you so far?
Because I'm getting both the ceviche and you in the shot.
I don't,
If I'm right here, I get both you. If I'm right here, I'll use your face. If you're right here, I get all of your face. Oh my god. Just gonna have to. A lot of
this is
editing
a
involved.
ceviche, and yeah, we just serve this with some corn tortilla chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah. Yay! We're here to tonight?
So we're working on a few things for the Florida night that we're working on.
Florida.
We're doing some key lime pie. Miguel's never made it before, so I'm gonna be helping him, showing him what to do. So if you want to start by grabbing the eggs, in this bowl we have 4 eggs. You want to put them into the glass bowl.
Woo! Here I am doing commentary. Ooh,
Put it all in there. You can use the spatula. Get it
We
all
asked
in.
the chickens before we could take their eggs.
Of course, every time, without fail.
Exactly.
So we've got 4 egg yolks going to the bowl. So now you want to take and start whisking the egg yolks with the whisk.
Ooh, with the whisk.
Whisk them up so they're nice and pretty.
So, key lime pie, typical Florida dessert, I
It's
hear.
probably the most Florida dessert there is. I
Yes.
can't think of anything that's more Florida than key lime pie. It's even named after the Florida Keys
Woo!
and key limes. So you got your
Do the
eggs.
key limes grow in the Key Islands? Said it. They must be it.
They grow down in Florida, but there's other areas that grow.
All right, here's Miguel.
Limes are really small. Oh,
Whisking.
I actually
Whisking
cut them
real
up
hard.
already, sorry. But key limes are these small little limes. Look about like this. They're really sour. They're more sour than the limes that you typically buy in the store. And they only have a little bit of juice in there. And unlike Persian limes, which is what you buy at the store normally,
Yeah.
key limes actually have seeds. Persian limes do not. So
Seedy goodness.
that's why we're going to strain that when we pour it in. So now you want to take and pour the milk in.
All right, he's whisked
Scrape
his
it
eggs.
and whisk it in. And key lime pie is one of those desserts. It's super simple, super easy. It's a 3-ingredient dessert, basically, the custard for it. It is key lime juice, egg yolks, and sweetened condensed milk. When you whisk all these ingredients together, the key lime juice, the acid in that will actually start to coagulate the proteins in the eggs and the milk, and it will make it start to thicken out.
Very cool.
Put that in and then whisk it up a little
Get
bit.
that frothy, foamy goodness that everyone loves so much.
Nice and white and creamy.
Just how we like it around here. White and creamy.
There you go.
Especially the creamy
Got it.
part.
So whisk that in a little bit now.
Whisk, Miguel. Go, Inspector Whisk. This is all I got. It's my clever statement.
Whisk it all together just nice and smooth.
Close-up action shot.
Yeah. So it's nice and smooth now. So now, if you keep stirring, I'll pour in the lime juice. So carefully whisk so you'll splash it out. Splash it. So you definitely want to get the seeds out. That's no fun when you're pie.
A little unexpected. But it's Florida. I mean, what do we know? Expect the unexpected.
Now you just want to get that all nice and smooth.
Yeah. Pindy says lol.
Oh, he's lolling.
I know we're not doing a live video, but Pindy says lol.
He's fire.
You want to scrape the...
I know, John. It's the best quality video I can get. Doing it. I'm doing it. All right.
Scrape it in. Let's scrape this. This is just the zest from those key limes.
Yes,
You don't even
yes.
have to do this part, but it does make it a lot more fragrant.
Yeah, it gives it a little green look to it. I like it. I like it.
Yeah. Oh, that's the thing too. If you ever buy a key lime pie and the filling is really green,
Super fake.
It's key limes. The juice is not really green. This has only got a little bit of a green color because of the zest that is in there.
Hey, that's nice. So are you gonna? So we're baking this, and then we're gonna let it set overnight.
So we have we just bought a graham cracker crust for this. You can certainly make your own. Well, this one's a store-bought one. We baked it at 350 for 10 minutes. That'll just help crisp it up a little more so you don't get a soggy crust. Alright, you want to start putting your filling in?
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Feel it good, Miguel. Get it in there.
Oh, I always do.
There's Miguel. Putting the filling in.
I'm an expert at putting filling in.
It's kind of becoming our dessert guy.
Sure, I'm good at master baking.
That's his job, master baking.
Yeah. Among other things.
Well, I restarted the oven because I think Miguel turned it off.
Uh-oh.
Even though we were going to use it.
Hey, mistakes happen during cooking. We all know. We all know.
Because you have the crust going and
That's still a big crust. Big shell. And this is not the largest shell.
probably one of the smallest ones.
So you're baking it, letting it set overnight. And then tomorrow,
Now you just want to So yeah, we're going to bake this for about 10-15 minutes at 325. And this is a pie you actually don't have to bake it. You could just put this in the fridge and it would set up. But we're baking this one to get it just a little more firm. We will cut this up here too.
Miguel, of course, drinking.
So now,
Taking on
when
the
you're
job.
baking this pie, you're going to bake it till it just barely starts to set. It's not going to completely set up. It'll just have a little set around the edges and it will not be set in the center. If you bake this till it sets in the center, it's going to be way overcooked by the time it's done.
Yeah, it's a custard.
Now for the Cuban, we have ham, roast pork, Swiss cheese, dill pickles, and Genoa salami, as well as Genoa mustard.
Sounds delicious. I've had a Cuban. I've never had a homemade Cuban. So with homemade bread, that like
Yeah, this bread turned out so nice. I was very proud of this bread.
yeah, it came out really, really good.
So for this, I just split the bread, make sure it would fit on the machine,
Got it.
on the press,
So now you just cut it
just right down the middle. Yeah, keep it nice and level. And I wanted to make everything at once, so I split the other side too.
Got it.
And I think that works out better anyway because it keeps the press nice and level.
Yeah.
Didn't get all wonky.
And so so you're actually making 4 sandwiches out of this.
Yeah, this is 4 sandwiches.
Okay.
So for the Cuban, you start with the ham. And really the ham, for this type of Cuban, it represents the Spanish in this area. The ham is for the Spanish. You do a level all the way across the bread.
And this is that like delicious like
This is that glazed ham.
honey baked glaze deliciousness that
Yeah.
you made earlier.
Next, you go for the pork. Right after this, the roast pork is for the Cubans.
Oh,
This
I
is
didn't
a-
know that this is like a representative
This is
sandwich.
a multicultural sandwich.
Okay.
It really is. Around the time that this sandwich came about, a mixed meat sandwich, it's called a mixtos. So when this came about, there were lots of Cubans living in Tampa. There were lots of Spanish. And as you'll see after this, there are lots of Italians too. And the influence there is from the Genoa salami.
Got it. And there goes the real knees.
They're happy.
And what you can't really see in the video is that pork, like, of course the ham is like ham is what it is.
so
but that
juicy.
pork, yes, it is so juicy.
That brine works so well.
And so here comes the Italian influence, like you said, the Genoa
Genoa
salami. And you mentioned like what makes this particular type of salami, Genoa salami. It's just a particular style of salami.
Yeah,
so it
it's
has
just a
like,
specific style of salami.
it has, you said peppercorn in it.
One of the key factors is it has peppercorns. in it.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
See, this is my type of sandwich. Anything that has 3 different type of meats, yes.
Now you go with the cheese. This is Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese, okay.
Yeah.
And is it always Swiss cheese for a,
Yes,
a
for
Cuban?
a Cuban. For a true Cuban, it's always Swiss. And then it'll be followed by the pickles after that, dill pickles. Now, one thing that was interesting is there's actually guidelines put out by the city of Tampa for how to make a proper Cuban. And this is, I tried to stay as close to it as I could. Obviously, we're in Portland, but I stayed as close as I could. This is how you layer it. And in the guidelines, it actually says 3 pickles.
Wow.
For a
Wow.
sandwich. Now, even though we're cutting these into smaller sandwiches,
Yeah, you just,
that's
yeah.
more close to the size of the actual sandwich.
Yeah.
They are big.
Yeah.
So the yellow mustard always goes on the top layer of bread.
Why is that?
You want it to hit the roof of your mouth.
Oh, okay.
So it's elevated up in the roof of your mouth. It's just the way you taste the sandwich. The mustard hits in the top.
So you get that, like, the acidity from the mustard at the
Yeah.
top, and then
Yeah.
you get that savoriness from the, well, not only from the mustard, but from the pickles, too. You get that brininess, and then you get that savoriness at the bottom from all the meat. Ooh, there's a science
It's
to
a
it,
really
y'all.
nice, well-balanced sandwich.
Who would have known? Who would have known there's a science to eating a goddamn sandwich?
There is a science.
All right, so that's it? That's it?
Well, now we're gonna press it.
But that's it to the sandwich.
Yeah,
just
that's everything's
meat,
in the sandwich.
cheese, pickle.
Well, we are gonna put some butter on top.
Oh, okay. So what does that do?
That just helps make it get more crunchy and more rich on top.
Okay.
And you can do it either way, but why? Just put some butter on it.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
And over here, I got my trusty little panini press. And the little trick is, for your panini press, wrap it. Wrap it with foil on the top and the bottom. Then when it gets dirty, you can get rid of the foil. Because these things, they are hard to clean sometimes. Even when they're non-stick, it's just hard to get all of the stuff out from in between the grooves.
Wow. So I didn't realize, like, you can, like, it'll still cook, like, and give you those lines and all the things. Oh,
yeah,
nice.
shows right there.
Nice.
Let's give it a good press. And this press tightens down on the side. On the side. Screw
Just
that
tighten
in
it
tight so
down.
it holds it right out of the stem there.
Oh, sweet. So now it's all done.
Look at that. It's layers.
Wow.
The cheese is starting to melt.
Starting to melt, and then boom.
Look at that. The crust on this was amazing. I was very happy.
Wow.
I'm thumping on it right there because you could hear the bread. It was so crunchy.
That's pretty awesome. Wow. Those look insane.
Oh my gosh. And this is pretty much the size of what you're gonna get. That size.
So
When you buy a
that
full
would be
sandwich.
one sandwich.
Yeah. Now I didn't get out here and measure this.
Yeah.
But that's typically one
Approximately.
sandwich. But
Wow.
we are eating a lot of food, so we all have
Yes.
a half of a
Yeah,
sandwich. So
yeah.
keep that in mind. That is a big
We
sandwich.
have been eating very good in this Curious Kitchen.
We've all gained a little bit. Oh yeah. Look at those beautiful layers.
Wow.
They turned out so nice.
Oh, sweet.
I couldn't even wait.
You couldn't
I had
resist.
to
You
get a
had to take a
picture. I
picture,
was like,
yeah.
if I don't get a picture now, it's not going to happen.
Wow. Wow. And you yielded 4 sandwiches out of that.
Yeah.
That looks delicious.
Look at all the food.
Oh, all the food!
It looks so good.
Look at all the meat. Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't like meat?
That was a
Doesn't like
big meal.
Miguel's pie. It was delicious. Michael, you're a mofongo.
That's mofongo.
Or fufu.
Fufu.
Sandwiches.
Cubans.
Yeah.
It was delicious. Hey guys, come join us next week for New Mexico.